Hi everyone, my name is Leonie-Ann and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited for this video because it's the first time that I am reacting to something and sharing that with all of you. But I am going to be watching one of the first trailers of Lav Diaz's new film, Magellan. As some of you know, I live in New York and I've recently been falling in love with Philippine cinema. It's honestly just been such a cool journey, kind of, you know, watching some of the films that I missed growing up and getting to see some more Filipino and Philam stories on the screen. Here's a confession, I haven't officially watched a Lav Diaz film yet, but I do have a copy of one of his films on Blu-ray called Batang West Side. I think this one came out in 2001 and is set in Jersey City. It is 301 minutes long, and again, we bought this one a few months ago, but I've been waiting for the weather to get a little bit like cooler here in New York just to kind of feel, you know, in the mood to watch it. You can see the snow on the ground here, so looking forward to this one. You know, Lav Diaz's films are famously long, which is wonderful, and yeah, maybe we can watch a couple of them before the end of this year. Magellan is actually premiering at the New York Film Festival this year, and here you can see I'm on the New York Film Festival site. It is the 63rd year of the film festival. Today, while I'm filming this, it's actually Wednesday, September 24th. So the film festival kicks off on Friday the 26th. And my partner was kind enough to kind of like look into seeing if we could get tickets to see Magellan, and even to see Lav Diaz and Gael Garcia Bernal talk. So, you know, he was kind enough to wait online. I think it took about at least 2 hours for him to get in just to see that the show times were sold out. But we're keeping our eyes and ears open, so if anybody knows how we can score some tickets to see the film and potentially go to the Q&A with Lav Diaz and Gael Garcia Bernal, let me know. If we can't make it to the New York Film Festival this year, it's on my bucket list, so I definitely hope to make it in the future. From everything I've read about Lav Diaz and his storytelling, it's very unique, so I'm very excited to finally experience it. Okay, so let's watch the trailer together.
Está entre os mortos.
This is a wild opening. Honestly, yeah, I do want to pause here and say my knowledge of Magellan kind of comes from very brief mentions of it in history class in grade school growing up, so it's definitely super limited. I just know that he was an explorer who landed in the Philippines and was eventually killed there. So just by, you know, knowing about this movie, watching this trailer, it really makes me feel like I need to brush up on my history, and obviously through connecting with you guys and our community here, I think this will be a great way for me to better understand the Philippines history and also see it through Filipino and Philam perspectives, not just the textbook version I got growing up here in the US.
Vamos nos preparar para o fim do mundo, para a segunda vinda de Jesus Cristo.
Aha! Philippines official entry to the 98th Academy Awards.
Portugal! Quem é que eu recebo agora?
I just want to say it looks so beautiful, the colors. I mean, I kind of feel like we're transported back in time.
Esta é a conquista territorial mais longínqua até a data efetuada por qualquer cristão. Waray dato lang po lang. Cristo! 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 Amen! 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 Amen!
Wow. Costumes look great. I wonder if they're historically accurate. Oh.
Este é dia especial.
Okay, so that was a different clip. All right, so what do we think? I think it definitely looks beautiful. Again, really makes me feel like I need to brush up on my history. You know, I always talk about when I studied abroad in the Philippines, but when I was taking a semester abroad in the Philippines, I did take this one class. I think it was called, I think it was Pre-16th century Philippines, and a lot of it, you know, I remember learning about the Boxer Codex, let's see, and really just like pre-colonial times in the Philippines. And I remember doing a presentation on the folk tales of the Philippines. So this is a book about Philippine folk literature. Again, it is folk tales, so again, but it is part of our history, or part of the Philippines history, and I really enjoyed that class. I was the only girl. There were like 5 other classmates who were all, you know, Filipino, and that was the class too that was primarily Taglish. I took, I think, 5 courses when I was abroad, and this was the one where Tagalog was spoken the most, so they were kind enough to, you know, use Taglish, but I was able to make it through, and I am really proud of myself for doing a presentation and just all of the things I learned about that I never knew about before. I've been really enjoying kind of rebooting or posting more consistently on this channel. It's definitely been a great way to learn not just about films, culture, but now also history. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what did you think of this trailer, and what other Filipino movies should I check out next. A huge thank you to those of you who've already commented on my previous video. It really means a lot to have some engagement and dialogue with you. If you haven't already watched it, definitely check out my first video on my first Filipino films. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I will see you in my next video.